Hi, I'm Kirk Leins, Executive Chef here at You Magazine, and I am happy to say that we are only a few weeks away from my favorite holiday in the entire world. I am talking about Thanksgiving, and if you're wondering why I like it so much, well, look no further than the food. Now, over the course of the next several weeks, you're going to see countless TV chefs giving their recipes for the big day. And if my suspicions are correct, most of them will be offering up their favorite way for cooking turkey. But while turkey may be the most important dish at your Thanksgiving dinner table, it's not the only one. And that's why I've decided to concentrate on the side dishes. In my opinion, there are two in particular that need our attention. First up, cranberry sauce. And this here, my friends, is the problem. If this stuff is your definition of cranberry sauce, well, let's just say we can do better making it ourselves. Observe. In a large sauce pot, I have added 1 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, a 1/4 cup of water, and 1 cup of sugar. I brought that mixture to a boil and I've allowed the sugar to dissolve. To that, we'll add 1 12-ounce bag of fresh cranberries. We'll do the zest from 1 orange, 1 cinnamon stick, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, and then a couple generous scrapes of fresh nutmeg. All right, give that mixture a good mix. And then reduce the heat and allow it to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes or until most of the cranberries have popped. And believe me, you'll hear them pop. They're already starting. So after 15 or 20 minutes, this is what your cranberry sauce is going to look like. At this point, you're going to want to kill your heat and let it come to close to room temperature. At that point, transfer it to an airtight container and store it in the fridge. Best part is, this side dish can be made several days before Thanksgiving, leaving you extra time to tend to your other side dishes. Oh, hi, sorry. I guess it's time to talk about our next side dish, stuffing. Now, the big question most people have regarding stuffing is whether or not to stuff their bird. I recommend not doing so for 2 reasons. First, it is going to increase your cooking time. Second, it yields what I consider to be fairly soggy stuffing. Personally, I like making my stuffing in its own separate dish. It allows me to be creative with the ingredients without sacrificing the integrity of my bird. It also enhances the texture of this dish as it produces a delicious crispy crust. Let me show you how. To a large mixing bowl, you're going to want to add the meat from 3 Italian sausages that you've removed from the casings and browned up in a skillet. To that, you're going to want to add some sauteed vegetables, and you can pretty much use anything. Today, however, I've got 1 onion, 1 red bell pepper, 2 ribs of celery, and 4 cloves of garlic that I have sauteed. And I actually used the same skillet where I browned the sausage. That way I was able to make use of some of that leftover fat. Now for the starch component. I like to use cornbread. I think it's got great flavor and great texture. This is simply 1 box of store-bought cornbread mix that I made about 2 days ago and have been allowing to dry out on my countertop just wrapped in foil. Feel free, however, to make homemade cornbread if you'd like. I have chopped these into cubes. There we go. To that we will add 2 lightly beaten eggs, about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of chicken stock, and this can be either homemade or store-bought. Really depends on how moist you like your stuffing. Then fresh herbs, at least 3 tablespoons full. I'm using parsley, thyme, and sage. Feel free to use whatever herbs you have on hand or enjoy using. Season very liberally with freshly ground pepper and kosher salt. And using your hands, mix well. Okay, when you're done mixing, you want to transfer this mixture into a greased baking dish. Being careful to not pack too tightly. Okay, place this into a 350-degree oven for 30 to 40 minutes. And for a really crispy crust, pop it under the broiler for about 30 to 45 seconds right before serving. So there you have it. 2 great side dishes sure to take your Thanksgiving meal to a whole new level. Now, before I get back to my meal, I would like to leave you with a couple reminders. First, Thanksgiving is about more than just food. It's about getting together with the people you care about most. Please keep that in mind no matter how your dinner turns out. And one more thing. Keep reading You, the online magazine dedicated to your favorite subject.